Do you remember how it all started? Those years of childhood without any worries. Once a week the newspaper came and told about the things of the big world. But all those things, they were far away from here. We were living happy life. Happy life far away from all darkness. In the garden there were potatoes, carrots and onions. There was love, yes, everything that a child could hope for. And the nature, do you remember it? But now only ruins are left. Have you seen them? It's all just fragments and small pieces. It's not like it was then. It's like the time itself would have taken us. Time and its projects. Do you remember that morning when our father said that he would from now on walk in the academy? Academy, we asked. Father, what is academy? But our father just smiled. He put his hat on his head and went out. From that moment it started. The fragmentation. When our father came back, I met him in the kitchen reading newspapers and drinking coffee. But immediately I realized that there was something different in him. I said good morning to my father, and he answered and smiled. But then I knew that this man, even if he looked exactly like my father, he was not my father anymore. All those fragments and pictures and all other evidence through time they mean nothing. Nothing. It's all in your mind. And that place, it's all just ruins. Nothing is left anymore. Nothing is left because it was not meant to stay like that. It was meant to be destroyed. This academy is the reason for these events, how the time changed, how the time changed its course. That academy. Academy, they are doing unnatural things inside that academy, behind the closed doors. What are they actually doing there? Things to animals. Things to animals, and you can't read about these things from your newspapers. The government and their organizations. It's something to do with those civil servants that you might see in the streets. They are talking to their phones. But if you ask from them, gentlemen, what are you actually talking? And with whom? Then their eyes will turn black. They will turn away and walk slowly, like they would have never been there on your street. I have seen these processes. I have eyes. I have eyes, but some things you cannot see if you just look with your eyes. You have to watch deeper. There are many levels in human mind. Mind is not a simple object. Many levels, and some of those levels might not be even true. Yes, levels that seems to be there, but they don't exist. Those nasty deeds that they are ready to do behind the closed doors of that academy. I can't talk about them. Sometimes in my dreams I see visions where they are doing these things with water and with fire and with the earth itself. And when I visit my childhood home, I can see something strange. The plants look like they would be real plants, but it's so close to the academy. So there is something wrong with those plants. And no animals. Where are they? And these plants, there is something wrong with them. Something man-made. But if I'm trying to look closer from my books and find evidence what it might be, there is nothing. I'm just going in circles, circles, circles. That is the life. And what are we going to achieve? Is there any truth out there? Is it waiting for us? I wonder. Maybe no one is on our side. The side of the little people. We have built this world. But for what? But for what? When will the day come when everyone will have what they deserve? Will that moment come? And when this misery will end? Or am I just imagining things? Maybe I should just walk with the crowd, watch happy programs, TV shows, pictures of celebrities, how they are changing their skin. Is that what I'm supposed to do? I wonder. I really wonder, my friend. how to survive without changing into a lab rat. Pictures of those who was once dear to me, now fading from the memories. What is happening now? In this place, who am I? Oh, Father, Father, where are you? Why did you go? My Father, did the system swallow you? Is that what happened to you? And how about me? How about my career? I have enough for food, for housing, but is this a man's life? Is it what the future will bring? Only death, I suppose. Rocks, trees, butterflies. That is all that is left now. And the wisdom of the academy. Will always remain behind their closed doors. Will it always be like that? Maybe one day they will find a perfect system for the people. But will it happen inside the academy? Or in some small isolated village far beyond, and then no one will hear about this perfect system. And then no one will hear about this perfect system. They will only find a rotten, destroyed village. They had the information, but now they are dead. That is the tragedy of life. But I would assume that one day will be better than the worst possible day, and that before we will meet our end, there will still be some light, some new moment of enlightenment. Maybe I am just a positive person. A positive person. But that is what I would say. I am drinking coffee just like my father used to. I don't know where he is now. Maybe the academy swallowed him. I have not seen him. And this newspaper, this folder, it's so flexible, so smooth. And if some nobleman will read it, that man might smile and say, oh, people in those times thought in those ways. Well, those were the days. But now it's a new era. And if some nobleman will read it, and even if I would go back to my childhood home and rebuild it like it once was, I assume that against my will, my heart would not open. There would be honey inside of it, pain, gentleness, perfect happiness, but I would not say a word, no feelings. It would not open. There would be thirst in my lips, and I would want that there would be a moment full of pain, that I could drown into it. But no, the flower would not open. The flower would not open. Would not open. So serious flower. So serious and quiet flower. So, in this new kind of economical situation, you have decided to sell your house, your childhood home, to our company, to Academy. We will promise you that Academy will keep your house and the nature around it in the good conditions. We have these many kind of new experiments that we have been starting. Some of them might help nature. You like nature, don't you? And some of them might even make new life forms. Will keep your house. Yes, it might sound the nature around it awkward. Still at this moment it might sound radical, but we are not a radical organization. So it's great that we have an agreement with these things now, and our academy can start to make its academical research in that area. We are going to buy all houses, all properties from that area, starting, and then start our so-called master plan. The new organization master plan of the life master plan area and the master plan, the plans. Well, soon you might see that kind of plans that you have never seen before. But it's all hard science. If you go deep enough inside into a circle, you might find wonderful things. Wonderful, wonderful things. Of course, your old house, your childhood home will be destroyed in the process, but the wheels of time are turning, and there is no turning back. So be happy and live your life, and don't remember the past, my friend. So now we have a deal. Your time has come, old man. Your time has come. You got what you wanted. Money. All because of your children. You thought in your head, but you forgot your children. Money brings, money takes, money swallows. All because of your children, but you were not really there. Daddy, the bad daddy, an evil dad. Money brings, money takes, and you are going to get judgment. Yes, the judgment will come. You cannot hide it. You are only a half human. Academy, Academy has you. You need not care about them, not really. You care about yourself, that people would look up to you and say, here he comes, the great leader in the academy. But there are people above you, and no organization is like another. All organizations are different, and the academy Maybe that house where I lived as a child was not like I remember it. Maybe it was something else. There was wind and shadows, but what wind? What shadows? And all these fences and crosses. The water came from the heaven, the wind. No rabbits inside the garden. And the rains, the black cloak of the rain. One little girl crying. It was easy, but not easy. I would have not wanted to be born to this world. But now stone is getting colder and the old bones are feeling pain. These empty walls, all this water. I have some gold, soon, no longer, and some clay. Some old pain almost forgotten. These questions I am wondering when the wind is blowing and I'm straying and I'm trying to sleep. In the house of the old age, inside myself. And a man knocks the door. The man knocks. It's empty. It's a shell everywhere gone. A soul is not a house. I would have not wanted to be born to this world. Stone is getting colder and the old bones are feeling pain. These empty walls, all this water, some old pain almost forgotten. These questions I am wondering when the wind is blowing and I'm trying to sleep in the house of the old age. Inside myself, a soul is not a house